We decided we'd like to have a little weekend adventure, so we planned a little trip. Please join us. Luck would have it, just over the border into Montana, the Hooterites were out selling their goodies, so we had to stop and check it out. Ended up with some choke cherry wine. I thought it'd be interesting. So after we left there, we jumped on the interstate on I-90, headed towards Billings and Laurel, and went north from Laurel towards Red Lodge. Here you can see Red Lodge ski area. Hard to believe it's the end of January. No snow on the ground to speak of. 50 degrees. But windy, of course. Coming into Red Lodge sure is a pretty drive. Looking at the Beartooth Mountains the whole way. Made a stop at Bone Daddy Custom Cycle, and Christy got a hoodie, and we got a sticker for the Jeep. Now on to Lovell, Wyoming we go. Christy got on the internet looking up Airbnbs for Lovell, Wyoming, and then this place called the Bunkhouse was the first one to show up. It's just a couple miles east of Lovell on 14A. Then you turn on Road 17 and go north for maybe a mile. And we found our destination. Here we're pulling into the place. And here comes the dog with the frisbee. He says, "Welcome." Sorry about the spot on the windshield. And here's Steve on a horse. He's the owner of the place. He's going to take us around and show us where to park and where we're spending the night. So far, really digging the place. And here we are. Home sweet home for the night. Little walk around to where we're staying. So far, loving it. Super nice guy. Christy's like, "I'm ready to have a drink and sit in the sun." I think I counted 40 horses in total. Of course, Christy had to go make friends with a few of them. Explaining to them that she didn't bring them food. Beautiful view of the Bighorns. Now it's my turn to sit and have a drink. Jeep's unloaded, taking a little break. Take a little walk through of the bunkhouse we're staying in. Super, super neat. Window right there looks right out at the Bighorns. Digging the sink. Super, super nice. Clean. There's the view when you walk out. Can't beat that. Decided to get the dinner going. Set up at the little bar inside looking out the window. And we didn't forget the choke cherry wine. Was blessed with a nice little sunrise over the Bighorns the next morning. Bed was super comfortable. Heaters worked good. I recommend people coming to the bunkhouse. One more look at the place before we head out. The plan is to go to Bighorn Canyon, see some sights. Pretty excited about heading in here. I'd like to see some bighorn sheep and some wild horses while we're here. Hard to believe it's February 1st. It's a beautiful day. A little windy, but it's a beautiful day. Here we are going into Canyon over Lookout Road to go look over Devil's Lookout. Up here on the left, you start seeing the canyon a little bit. Sorry about the wind noise, it's pretty windy. Take a little walk around and look over the edge. A little bit of ice down there on the river. Pretty amazing. Again, sorry about the wind noise. I'm not sure how many feet it is down there. Spectacular. So now we're gonna head down the road. I'll check out a few other sites that I looked up, and then Steve that checked us in the bunkhouse actually was telling us about some TP rings, several TP rings that I didn't even see on the map. So we're gonna go see if we can locate that. And just a short distance down the road, we found our destination. Got a nice walking path around this. What a view. I could see why they wanted this spot for their teepees. There's a couple there you can see. A couple more. See several out there. Might be kind of hard to see on the video, but there's several out there. A few miles down the road, we are going to go stop at Ewing Snail Ranch. That's where we're pulling up to now. Hope I'm saying that right. And we were told about the bear activity. Pretty neat old stuff. The main house, I believe, burned down. cool old buildings here, though. A little bridge that goes across the creek. 1st of February, and there's water running. Yeah, we'll get ready to head down the road to the next spot. I believe it's Barry's Landing where we're going to head next. Driving down the road that goes to Barry's Landing, we were told that road on the right there goes up and stops at a point up there, and you can walk, I don't know if it's a mile, I think, down to an old town called Hillsboro. I guess it's down in there somewhere. We never did walk there. And here we are driving down Barry's Landing to the boat launch. Years and years ago when I was a kid, I was here in a boat. Brings back a few memories. And the last spot here that we went to is the Caroline Lockhart Ranch. We still have our eyes peeled for the wild horses. We're just about out when we came across these two up on the left. Had to zoom in quite a bit to get pictures of them. They're a ways away. Like I said, I had to zoom in quite a ways to get these two. We never did run into any bighorn sheep. But I suppose we better head towards the house. We'll catch you when we're getting ready to go up Shell Canyon. Here we are on top of the Bighorn, going through Granite Pass, headed towards Burgess Junction. Sure isn't much snow up here for February 1st. Normally you can't even see the fences. Pulling into Bear Lodge. Then a quick little shot of Sibley Lake. And we're headed down. Then we came across these guys down on the face of the mountain on the Dayton side. just enjoying their day. And we made it home. Thank you guys for watching. Please like the video.